It takes more than guts to be a gangster. It takes good ideas. And I hope these ideas help you. Hey, what is up, guys? This is your mob boss, GangsterKT, and have a huge tidbit for you in this video today. Found a piece of gear playing last night with crazy stats. I'd even say game-changing, and that's not an exaggeration. And wanted to wake up this morning and make sure to share this with the mob immediately. So going to be a shorter video, but I think this is really important and something that can really help you. So the piece of gear we're talking about is the sword for Vol, and I'll say specifically the one when you're going from T17 to T18 is where I found this. It may be on that same piece at the lower gear levels as well, but I'm really not sure. But again, this is the important one. So if you can see there in that picture on the top right, from this one piece of gear, the health increase for Vol is 125,000. The damage increase is 8.6 thousand. And the resistance is 400. Not quite as important there. But guys, those stats are just nuts. Like, I've never seen anything like that at all. And this is the piece that's on the left side in the middle that takes the T16 unique, as you can see. So below that, it's compared to Nova, the new legendary, great character. The health increase for that same piece for Nova is 30,000 with damage of 1.9 thousand and focus around 200. So that's a 4 times difference on Vol's piece over what Nova's is. And guys, I've looked at Apocalypse, I've looked at Quicksilver, I've looked at Morgan, all the best characters, and no one else has this kind of power increase on this piece. So I'm not sure why this is the case, but it's absolutely amazing and something we need to make sure we're taking advantage of. I think most people know this, but this piece is actually really cool for every character. It's one of them where the stat increases are based on kind of what stats are most valuable for that character. So it's different for everyone. So it's usually the most valuable piece anyways. And again, for Vol, this sword is gigantic, both in the game in size and with the stats increase. But this only tells a small part of the story. Let's look at what this actually means for your Vol and your team. So when you upgrade any piece of gear or gear level on your character for about 3 seconds, it flashes on the screen in this neon green text that's kind of hard to see. But it flashes what the actual stat increases are. And they're a lot different than the ones that it actually shows we were looking at the last screen that it shows for that piece of gear. So I don't really understand admittedly why that is, but it's a significant difference. And it's like this for every piece of gear and every character. But if we look at what this upgrade means for Vol, I almost fell out of my chair when I saw it. So 487,000 health. 25,000 damage and 890 resistance. So I'm going to repeat 2 of those numbers. 487,000 health and 25,000 damage. And let's pause because this isn't even the whole story yet. So if we look on the right side of the screen here, you see Vol's passive. And Vol has an amazing passive for stats. So she gets 50% max health and 25% damage just from her passive. And that is not gated in raids. That's for every game mode. So if you take the numbers we talked about that it showed for the actual upgrade, and then what this is actually going to mean for Vol playing in the game, it's a 730,000 health increase and a 31,000 damage increase. So, that's bigger stats than what a lot of characters in this game have total. And that's from one piece of gear. And I'll say a piece of gear does take that T16 unique, and the one for Vol is the same one for Nova, and I think for Morgan as well, so it's very valuable. But this doesn't take T18 pieces. This isn't the bottleneck. So, a lot of people appropriately are very deliberate with their DD6 teams and making sure they might have all 5 for that section done before they do any upgrades. And I think, in general, that's fairly good advice. There's a lot of nuance to that, but that is not good advice for this piece. We aren't used to this type of opportunity cost. So make sure you go upgrade this piece for Vol right now. It'll help you in raids. It'll help you in Crucible, especially in Room 2 this season, as powerful as Bifrost look. And it'll help you in war defense as well, still being an amazing, strong character there. So again, go equip this piece immediately if you have the gear to do it. So that's my video for you today, guys. Wanted to share this right away. Please check out tomorrow on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Myself and another awesome content creator, Gideon XL, are doing our second Forced Conversations live stream. So we had a blast on there last time. We're going to be talking about the new meta. We're going to be talking about the player's voice. I'll probably sneak in some complaints about blitzing somewhere 10 times in the video. And then we answer a lot of questions that we get from the audience as well. So had a blast, and please check us out tomorrow. As always, I give you my word that this is the best advice I have. All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Peace.